It was 11:32 p.m. when the first calls came in. A party at this Oakland warehouse, an artist's collective, was exploding into an inferno.
The ghost ship warehouse fire left 36 people dead, the most fire fatalities in the country in the last 13 years.
In the wake of the ghost ship warehouse fire, what many artists feared is coming to fruition.
Following the deadly fire, artist communities now feel they are a target for officials who might rather shut them down than get them to code.
I think it's just an example of a lot of places in a lot of cities that are just under the radar.
This is insane. And he's adamant that we're a business.
Flying under the what?
Oh, here.
Flying under the city's radar. Yeah. Fuck, man. The mayor just like mentioned us in some article on his little, his website, and then the local paper, printed it exactly as he said, and then, ABC7 showed up and did their ambush interview. We never want to have a problem with the mayor, like the public wants him to do something about the fire and the tragedy, so maybe he's responding to pressure. But we've always gotten along fine with the city.
We're not really sure why we got on his radar. People have speculated a tip-off from an alt-right 4chan troll or something. They've definitely been after us. They even posted a picture with our building in the background and then their mascot, Pepe the Frog. It's like, which is what they call the safety squad, which is SS, written like the old German SS.
Today's the last day before the inspection. We're just trying to do everything we can, make everything as clean as we can. That's fine. It's hard right now. Really, the only thing keeping us going is all these people showing up and showing us support. It's incredible.
I don't know what to do about these because they're functioning, but because the wire is out in the open, it just looks bad.
Yeah.
I'm installing a fire door that opens the correct way with a panic bar on it so people can escape if need be.
Fazul the plumber. We're fixing the heater, we're making it nice. Nobody really wanted to live in Richmond for a while. But you know what? Richmond is the Hoboken of the Bay Area. How about that shit? One of the last liberal bastions that are affordable in the Bay Area. But the city will probably break their balls over a couple little things. But these guys, they don't look like they got a bad spot.
I got delivery too.
It's a fire escape ladder. We want our space to be safe too, you know, but we're all still like mourning people. We lost people in that fire. One of my best friends in the hospital in a coma right now, you know, he hasn't even woken up yet. He doesn't even know this is happening yet. He's gonna wake up and find out all of his friends' spaces are getting shut down and 30 of his friends are dead, you know, like that's probably the hardest thing for me to cope with right now. Every time I think about him, it just fucks me up, man.
I don't know if people are living there. I've been told that some people are living there.
This is what it looks like, a boarded-up building with a mural on the outside, a place Richmond's mayor calls another ghost ship.
Nobody really realizes the consequences of this until you have something like the fire in Oakland.
The mayor of Richmond announced basically to the entire world that we existed and that we were the next ghost ship, which I would take issue to. I would say that we're nothing like the ghost ship and that we really care about the welfare and safety of the people here.
Hi, I'm Brandon. Yeah.
Brandon, it's
Hey.
nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Okay, here's my card. Okay.
So there's a lot of people.
Just the various agencies, like we talked about.
Yeah, I didn't know there's so many of them.
Got representative from the building department, fire department. We just want to make sure that you guys are safe.
Yeah, safety is a very big concern for us.
Absolutely, that's our number one priority. So.
Of course.
How you doing today?
All right.
Yeah.
A little chilly, but I'm all right.
Yeah, it's windy, man. It's all solar, like just very low voltage. This one's powering all the lights at the top. We're totally ready to do everything we have to do to comply.
Okay, and what's in this room right here?
Storage room.
This room? Yeah, that's the carpet.
This place is huge.
Yeah, I love this place. I love this place so much.
So do you see anything unsafe in here?
Electrical. You see how they're running some of the battery stuff, wiring. You know, it's just more the storage of some of these things. Because when a fire does start, you know, all bets are off. You know, you have that, but if a band's playing, you'd think that helps you. You're not gonna hear that.
Mikey?
Owner Mike?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. They're requesting you downstairs.
Okay. Sorry to have you go upstairs. I'll need to come back down.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No. We're red tag now. Yeah. I'll tell you both. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No. We're closed.
All right. So, middle of next week, you'll hear back. But as of today, this building is being red tagged. So everyone who's living here has to vacate the facility. Okay.
Within how long?
Today.
Today?
Yes.
By the end of today?
Yes. Okay.
Well, the sooner we can get figured out how we can bring this up to code.
Now, after the week, if anyone needs assistance in living, what we can do is call Red Cross.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys did it.
You know, it's not something we want to do, but we don't want you to end up.
Sure seemed like the mayor wanted it to happen.
Oh.
As of right now, I guess I'm homeless. So I'd really like to thank everyone who supported us through 18 years. I'm sorry we couldn't keep it going. All right.
We're gathered here tonight at Burnt Ramen, the epitome of rock and roll.
We all love that place, you know. Musicians thrive in that environment. Everybody there that goes to shows out there, like, knows that it's like the greatest spot that there's ever been, like possibly ever.
Yeah, when you can do whatever you want to, you can really get to know yourself. And this has always been like, you know, a living work of art.
I'm just staying in my van right now.
That's my den.
I'm not terribly surprised because it seems like there's a lot of pressure being placed on the city workers. The building is structurally sound. It has some issues. We want to work with the city to get those issues corrected. It's just like that they felt like they had to resort to the nuclear option right off the bat. It shows bad faith on their part. It's like I don't want to see the people that I know who are my friends being homeless. It's really sad for me to see that.
So what are you guys about to do today?
Show our support and find a place that has allowed us to express, you know, our art and music for years. I've been going there since I was a teenager.
We're students, we work regular jobs, we're not making six figures, and we can't compete with the influx of people that have been coming in. What do you do when there's no real answer to affordable housing?
Thanks everybody for coming out. I want to start by saying that this is about way more than just Burnt Ramen. This is an attack on all spaces, all art spaces, music spaces, community centers, political centers. Getting a bunch of attention from, you know, the alt-right trolls on the internet, threatening to burn our house down and kill us. But this ain't nothing new in the Bay Area. People get kicked out of their homes every day with no support, get thrown out in the cold, people freezing to death in the streets.
No more evictions! No more evictions! No more evictions! No more evictions!
So it's only recently, now that people are being gentrified out of San Francisco and Oakland and rents are skyrocketing in Richmond, that the city council, that the mayor is looking at Burnt Ramen.
I've been going to Burnt Ramen since I was a kid. Damn, man, it's hella crazy. I did not expect to even feel this emotional about that, but it's one of the first spots that I recorded music at. It was one of the only places I could afford to record as a teenager.
I'm sure to a lot of you, everyone's speaking on behalf of Burnt Ramen and DIY spaces. It's a sea of dyed hair and piercings and tattoos that can melt together. But I hope that you know that places like Burnt Ramen and other DIY spots are where people learn how to be open and have progressive ideas about race, about gender, about sexuality, about all the important things that we take such pride in the Bay Area.
I live at Burnt Ramen. If I didn't live there, I wouldn't be able to be in school, get a lot of stuff done. All we want is to be able to fix our building. You've done everything in your power to make sure we can't.
It just doesn't feel like that red tag was necessarily about safety because we were given no reasons. They were given no reasons. And safety right now is a priority of mine. A lot of my friends died in that fire, and of course I want my friends to be safe.
The time is up.
My friends died, and you cannot evict people in the name of my friends who died.
Sir, this is your third warning.
I just want to state that, all this happened after the last council meeting, and we haven't even been updated. And I would like to ask the city manager to send an update on where things are at with this. And I personally would like to see the city work with these artists so they could stay in their place.
And we can provide a status report and going into the technical details of it, but we do want to work collaboratively, and I think we can.
Quick point of order.
So,
point of information.
we're not going to have a discussion of this. It's not on the agenda.
I know.
This is,
Real
I look
quick,
at this
though,
as
Mr. Mayor.
part of the city manager's report.
Emergency escape openings. This was an issue, I think, at Ghost Ship. Exposed conductors. These are things that are life safety issues. Substandard wiring. As a city manager and as a city official, every pothole in this city I feel is my responsibility. With Burnt Ramen, it's not something where we're looking to shut things down, put people out. But if a landlord is not meeting their responsibility to provide decent, safe, sanitary housing, I think there's a role for the city to step in on behalf of the tenants. Somebody might say, well, why shouldn't I be able to drive on any street as fast as I want to as long as I don't hit somebody? And the answer is maybe, well, you haven't hit anybody yet.
I made the comment, city staff, can you please work with these folks so that they can stay in their place? We don't want people in unsafe buildings, but living on the streets isn't safe either. And I know a lot of the artists actually lost friends in the Ghost Ship tragedy, so while they're processing the grief, then they're also losing their place. So it's really a troubling thing. And I personally do not want to see cities without artists. So I'm very much on the side of helping these artists as much as I can.
Behold, the spark it struck, the fuel igniting flames of death. When all was said and all was lost, the toll was 36. Much finger pointing did ensue to blame what they did fear. Many artists thrown out to the streets at the coldest time of year. Well, you see them pitting us to bite and slash each other's throats. But when the power fails and the shelves are bare, we're all in the same fucking boat. The victims' memories were used to evoke the death of care. When the ghost ship burned and stole away the dream that we once shared, the dream that we once shared. Water, invisibility, infinity and darkness. Water, invisibility, infinity and darkness. Water, invisibility, infinity and darkness.